Alrighty, guys, we're gonna talk about my GOAT tier players. That if you have them, they should never be off your team. Yes, these are all epics and legends and all the high protein diet, highest rated players in the game. In upcoming video, I'm gonna speak about the absolutely free GP players. If you have a lot of GP or you're new to the game, you need to sign the best players. We're gonna have a video about that individually for each position. Made videos in the past before even recommending 1-2 star players as well. It's actually a 2-star players, like almost like Pirlo. But anyway, so these are the players that personally I do use a lot of different tactics. I think that's how I find joy. But remember, it's like Bruce Lee's quote. If I turn it into Efootball, it's more something along the lines of you're going to be more dangerous using the same system and the same players for hundreds of games rather than using 100 different players and 100 tactics. That goes beyond that way. So for me, let's start with the goalkeeper. Schmeichel, without a doubt, the best goalkeeper there. And again, I can't combine this and then to standard cards like Courtois if I compare it to him. I'll have a separate video talking about standard GP cards as well, because there are player of the week cards, special cards, etc. These cards, most people don't have it. I'm talking about absolutely free team standard card that most of them are as good. Not every legend is good. Certainly not every card that is with coins is good. Some standard cards like Barrios GP, pretty solid DMF in a way. Don't get fooled by this permanent P, I'm telling you, man. Anyway, so starting from here, these three defenders, Tomiyasu big time card, Nesta the latest wonder booster, and Maldini, these three guys are the best defenders in the game. I mean, status are ridiculous, including the speed and all that. And there are certain games, really, the game is weird at this current patch right now. Like most matches, a bang average standard card with low defensive awareness and acceleration and speed and physical contact under AI is like, does booster Nesta's job, seriously. So if you have a bang average card under AI position is so accurate and you're good, then that's a win-win. But anyway, let's not get to that. Let's not get to that. Patrick Vieira, the way this game is, the lacks tactical elements and even like player details and DNA is kind of dead in my opinion. Patrick Vieira, he's a box to box. We just use defense on him. Best DMF in the game. Used to be like Anchorman only. Still Anchorman works, of course. It's important to have Anchorman Destroyer here. Like, because the system is quick counter, I prefer 2 DMF. If it was long ball counter, probably I'll go with a box to box orchestrator, somebody who will actually go up and down and support the midfield. And because it's quick counter, as you can see, I have no fullbacks. I got defense on Tomiyasu. But this isn't about tackling, it's about choosing the best possible players for me. Whether it's this Messi or the big time one or the Argentina Premium or the youngest one. The best Fox in the box in the game, really, usually Fox in the box players are clunky big guys. So that's what makes Romario very special. These status, obviously, including the 2+0 manager, makes most of these abilities 90. I trained them with like 80 in a way. If you go back to here, I think we spoke about player training. As you can see, most of his abilities are close to 90. With the bonus, will reach 90. And then you have Karl Heinz. Yeah, I usually don't like his type. His balance is very low, but it doesn't feel like balance 80. In fact, I've trained him like this. Usually I give him more speed, less balance. Next, you got Neymar. Whether it's this Neymar, whether it's the Brazil one, these are the best 2 cards in the game when it comes to Neymar, in my opinion. Pirlo, this one could be more defensive than the Milan one. I mean, imagine Pirlo with speed, acceleration 80, while still having ridiculous dribbling, tie position, ball control, balance, kicking power. Ridiculous. I mean, it just depends how people play, really. Most people do not dribble. They just touch and turn, touch and turn. Most people use defenders simply intercept and punt it. Like, you could be having Fabinho and Kante here, for instance. On the bench, of course, big time Michael Owen, goal poacher Salah, Hullet, this card in particular. Any Mbappe card is good, honestly, man. Even the free version is good. Yes, sure. I have the big time one. I had the prolific winger one. I had the Showtime. I have a Showtime one, and I have a whole player one as well. The whole player one is different in terms of still having his speed and finishing and ball control and dribbling. He has higher passing and physically stronger. The Showtime one is just simply go ridiculous acceleration, for instance, 99 acceleration compared to this one. And then you go Kaká. Whether it's this one, the Brazil one is faster with higher offense awareness. This one is more technical. Player of the week, Barella. You could probably even get him for free. Bellingham, I think even the featured Bellingham is as good as the Showtime in a way. For me, I prefer this Mateos than the Epic Big Time one because I get to make this one reasonably fast while still having solid defensive ability. So for me, combined with the skills that he's got, of course. I think Macarelli, I see it less. I don't know whether people prefer just a tall DMF, which would make sense. Beyond that, I mean, imagine a defensive midfielder. These are like center back abilities, really. Speed, acceleration, 80. When I play quick counter, I train them like this. If I play long ball counter, I definitely don't need that much speed. I mean, it's good to have it, but you don't kind of need it because speed is some sort of agility. It's always more about tight position for slow dribbling. And then you got Rijkaard. Even the orchestrator Rijkaard, who's naturally a DMF, is still good. The legend Beckenbauer technically was amazing. His ball control, tight position, passing, they kind of butchered this card in a way. The gold one, if you still have the gold one, renew his contract, I'm telling you. Especially if you like to have a center back, you would trust him on the ball a little bit. So for me, this was just a quick through about if I was to make the best possible squad with the best players in the game that I would never want to change, these are the guys that I would choose. But I like Ronaldinho too much. I like Rivaldo too much. I mean, look at that status, bro. If I put him in a team, like if I put him in a squad right here, you will see him with the bonus. Look at all these 90 abilities. He's so much fun to play, but of course he's classic number 10. It will make a massive difference between your AMF being classic 10 and being Kaká Hall player. And I get it. Most people just want every player make run because these are game-changing, simple player differences in a way. Otherwise, yeah, for a big guy, balance acceleration is a bit low, but personally, I find it too much fun to play. So certain players I personally like based on real life, even though this is a virtual football, I find it difficult to never change players. Otherwise, yeah, winning more is always more fun. Like I would never stop using Totti. I know Mbappe is better as a striker. I've trained Totti to be a striker in a way. I use him as a striker way too often. And I'm being like fair here. Yeah, I'm not including Totti in that GOAT tier in a way. This is the GOAT tier based on the game. A lot of players, yeah, they were good in real life, but this is a virtual football in a way. I haven't made a decision on Shevchenko yet. Kind of reminds me of Eto in a way. Saviola and Michael Owen, I think they're equally good, but Michael Owen has just got that little extra on him. A lot of people would put him into the GOAT tier, especially those who like to loft passes a lot, like simple circle, just aerial balls. Beyond that, I think Carlos can be, yeah, if depending on the formation I use. Do not get me started on Oliver Kant. And then you go Ferrer. Even the goal card is pretty solid, depending how you train him. David, solid. Too slow, but ridiculously strong. Really weird. I mean, he's good most matches, and most matches I'm like close to releasing him. Guti, bro, like such an elegant player in real life, but look at those status. I mean, that speed acceleration combined with technique as well and passing. Of course, I can give him less speed and make them just based on real life. He was like a most unselfish midfielder, but yeah, we can't compare it to real life, but also this game is made based on real life, if you know what I mean, in a way. Anyway, this video was supposed to be about GOAT tier only, and I'm kind of going through a little bit of a squad overview. I mean, I had a lot of players, to be honest, every single pack, you name it. Most of the time, I open packs just for the community, for people who don't have these players. I test them out, really. Otherwise, I could have stopped buying packs ages ago. And at the moment, yeah, I think these are all the latest players that we got in the squad order of signing. Bang, bang. These are the latest one. You guys see all these players in action live, and I'm going to try to upload more gameplay into YouTube as well once a lot of basic to advanced tutorials are done. Hope you find the video useful. Comment down below which one of these players you would not consider to be in your GOAT tier. And also, whether you are on my Discord, if you're not, join up. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Show me your team. I want to see your GOAT tier. Obviously, it doesn't have to be all legends. There are standard cards, GB cards, that I would consider them in the GOAT tier. Till next time, ciao for now.